Hey everyone, so this is going to be a more loosely structured video than what I usually do, where I'll simply be talking through the different points of this book and just be giving my thoughts on it in general. I'm hoping to do more of these types of videos in the future, as many people have often asked me of different sources I use for my work, and these things are just fairly easy and quick to put together. But without further ado, let's get into reviewing the complete Roman legions. Written by Nigel Pollard and Joanne Barry, this book serves as an overview of the Roman legions from the Middle Republican period to the fall of the Western Roman Empire. In it, you will find detailed information of the organization of the legions at different stages of their history, how and when they changed, as well as how they were equipped and fought. This is backed with various maps, illustrations, and other imagery, which allows readers to visualize the contents of the book well, something that can be especially important for people looking to get into Roman military history. As I said, the book begins with the legions of the Middle Republic, these being the famous manipular legions who fought in some of Rome's most famed conflicts, like the Punic Wars. It goes over the origins of the manipular legion, as well as their organization, equipment, and battle tactics, while also discussing how it performed in battle. This includes a case study of the legion's battles against the Macedonian phalanx and how it was able to overcome it. It's a nice, concise, and well enough detailed part, though fans of the Republican period may find themselves disappointed by how little of this there is there in contrast to the later imperial legions. Next, the book discusses the legions of the late Republic and how the manipular army transformed into the famous legion grouped into 10 cohorts that has become famous for campaigns like Caesar's Gallic Wars. To me, the most valuable part of this was the part discussing the transition from the old manipular legion to the newer cohortal one, as Pollard and Barry do an excellent job at breaking down the various gradual changes among the legions that led to this, as well as Caius Marius's role with his so-called reforms. They explain very well how this change in the army should not be considered as a single great innovation done by him, but rather a gradual one that began well before Marius's career as a general. I found that Marius and his impact on the Roman army have often been greatly misunderstood, so I'm always happy to see content like this. Moving on, we finally come to the most famous manifestation of the Roman army, the legions of the principate. As usual, Pollard and Barry go over the origins of this stage of the army and various details like unit organization, the payment of soldiers, their equipment, and battle tactics. This section also includes various maps and detailed lists of information on how the legions were deployed across the Roman Empire, and once again, they do a good job at breaking down the different pieces of evidence we have for them. After this, we get what's probably the most valuable part of the book, a history of every imperial Roman legion. Here, Pollard and Barry have listed the various different legions that formed the standing Roman army from the Principate to the late imperial period, and discuss everything from their origins to their last recorded appearance. The history of each of these legions is very well categorized, beginning with a small info plate that lists their unit name, base locations, symbols, and more, as a sort of too long don't read. The origins of all these legions in either the late Republic or various stages of the Principate are discussed, followed by a history of different campaigns they were in, but also other activities. Another great thing this book is for, in fact, is studying the role of the legions in peacetime and the empire's administration, such as the construction and maintenance of roads. In honesty, I would say that this legion history alone is worth getting the whole book for. Last but certainly not least, we come to the history of the late Roman army. Again, you'll recognize the same pattern from discussing the other stages of the legions. A breakdown of their origins, their organization, maps showing deployment, and so forth. This part provides a great description of the legions in the new limitanae and comitatenses branches of the army, along with extensive lists of these units and where they were assigned, and under whose overall command they were in that sector. Another good reason to get this, and I would really recommend this to anyone interested in the late Roman legions as well. The book concludes with a discussion on the end of the legions, and how some persisted in the Eastern Roman Empire long after the fall of the West in one shape or another. So in conclusion, I can't recommend this book enough. I use it almost constantly in my own research, and I consider it a big reason behind my interest in the Roman army. I hope you consider picking it up, and if you already have, let me know in the comments what you thought. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content on ancient Rome, and check out my other social media in the links below. See you in the next one.